What's up, Tech? It's Josh here, and if you're a sports fan, if you're a techie, and if you like the VR game, this is definitely a video that you want to pay attention to. Intel has partnered up with me so that way I can introduce to you guys an app that they have to where you can even watch live MLB games, NCAA, and also NFL, even some basketball in there. It's like pretty much the all-inclusive app that you want if you're a sports fan and if you enjoy VR. If you've not experienced VR before, it's a really cool way to experience a whole new perspective on all kinds of stuff. Intel True VR technology gives fans the best VR viewing experience by letting them pick the vantage points for the best seat in the house, putting them right into the action. True VR experiences are captured both by Intel True VR camera pods and third-party cameras, and produced by Intel VR production specialists to power the unique VR experience. I've had the chance to watch a few games live. I've had a chance to watch some replays and game recaps. And either way, any of those experiences are just really cool because you can get behind home plate, you can get on first base, third base, in the outfield. It's just a really cool way to experience the game because you're able to get in on the action. Now, granted, I love going to games. That's probably my favorite thing to do is to go to a game. Matter of fact, baseball, I don't really care to watch for it on TV, but if I'm at a game, it's completely different. I love being there. And that's kind of like the happy middle ground that I found my experience with. I would much rather watch these games in the VR world versus just on TV. Of course, going to a game is probably the best bet, but like I said, it kind of gives me that happy medium. And I'm not the only one that feels that way, so I asked a couple friends of mine, well, a friend of mine and his son, to come on over to the house and experience it for themselves. Now, this guy, my buddy, he is a big sports fan. He's really into this stuff. He's really into football more than anything. He actually just went to a game last night. He went to a minor league game. I'll let him explain that in just a second. Then his son plays baseball. So these guys, they're into that. Baseball is a big deal. It's what's in season right now. About to get in football season, so I can't wait to experience some of that with the VR app. But I wanted to kind of get their first impressions. Now, they don't have too much experience with VR. I know Chandler, his son, he has no experience with the VR. He's never had one before. He's never put one on, never used one. Jared, I think he's had one with the Galaxy S7. Either way, I was interested to see what the VR side, what they thought about it. But also, as a sports fan, is this a good way to go? Is this a great way to watch something, or is it just meh? Let's find out. So you're a big sports fan.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sport?
So college football, would be.
If you were able to watch a college football game with gear or a VR headset, would that be something you'd be interested in?
I mean, there's certain angles or highlights that you would want to go out and watch as opposed to, because it does. I mean, it gives you a full immersive feel, and with that, you have several different angles that you can watch it at, and so you get a different perspective than just watching it on TV.
All right, so you got to experience the MLB part of the VR app.
Right.
Have you been to a baseball game before, live?
So this week I got to experience two minor league games. So, being there in the experience, it really kind of opens up a new avenue to watch from high home base or first base line, third base line, even out next to the foul line. So that it's cool. You get a lot of different angles and you get to see things kind of like you're really there.
Yeah, that was when I experienced it. It was neat to see the different angles that you're like right at the player's feet at times.
No, sure, yeah. It's like you're sitting in the dugout, like watching it like a player would. So
you got a little bit closer shots than what you would normally.
For
with
sure.
a whole different perspective because you're able to look all around.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. Other sports that you can watch on this is pretty much all of them. It just depends on what the season is.
Okay.
So right now it's Major League Baseball is what's in season, and I think every Tuesday they got live games. So this is a new thing for me, watching a live game in VR.
I can see a person that loves stats and having access to that. Because if you look to the left, you have the one team stats. Look to the right, you have the other team stats. So
without actually leaving.
Without leaving the game, you can just kind of turn your head and see what somebody's batting average is and things like that. So that's kind of cool.
What other features did you like?
So being able to change the perspective of where you're at in the field, to be able to catch the action that different way, being able to rewind it, pause it, come back to it. So that would be an advantage.
Anything else you would add?
No, I mean, the quality's a lot better than some of the past VR experiences that I've had. So
that's good.
That's good? Okay. All right. What do you see?
I see apps.
Do you see something called Intel?
Intel Drew VR.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Okay, there are a bunch of... Whoa, cool. It's like I'm in a room. I just started the game.
What'd you pick?
That is so cool. Like you're there. That is so cool. I'm gonna do baseball. I'm in the dugout. That is so cool. Oh, I'm at third base.
What was your favorite thing about the VR experience?
Baseball.
Baseball? What about the baseball?
Cause you got to get and see from different angles. Like you got to pick what angle you got to see from. Like you didn't have to sit in one place and watch the whole entire thing.
Okay, that's cool. That's a good way to put it. What was your favorite perspective?
Angle?
Mm-hmm.
High home.
High home? Okay, cool. What other features did you like?
I liked it that you could just look around and there would still be like the picture and it wouldn't just be black. It would have like another picture.
Cool. You play baseball, right? What's your favorite part about playing baseball?
Getting to actually play it or like hit the ball, like all that momentum whenever you hit the ball, it's really exciting.
So, playing baseball and watching baseball, do you like both just the same? All right. Do you like watching baseball on TV?
Kind of.
Do you like watching baseball in VR better than TV?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, cool. Hopefully you can appreciate those perspectives that Jared and Chandler had. I really enjoyed capturing Chandler's reactions with his excitement of how cool he thought the experience was. It's really cool stuff. I love using it. I love being able to see the different perspectives. It's a great way to experience sporting games. And if you're into any other sports, like I said, football is coming up. It's like right around the corner. It's about to begin. As a matter of fact, next week, I'm loading up all my fantasy football teams and I can't wait to watch stuff like that. Like Jared said, I could be watching the games and have stats going off over here. I just turn my head, look at the stats, and I'm not missing any action. That's really cool stuff. And being able to keep up with those players, it's a great way to enjoy the fantasy world. And if you're playing fantasy baseball, it's just as good because you're watching the game, then you're looking over, oh yeah, I got those stats over here. And it's my player, he needs to get a certain stat for my team to do well this week. Let me know if you've experienced this, if you've tried the Intel VR app. It's a pretty cool one. I've enjoyed it. Like, there's some really nice ways. It's simple. That's what the best thing about it too. Like, you don't have to try to figure stuff out. If it's your first time using a VR headset, it's easy to use. So once you get in that game, man, you feel like you're just part of the experience. So let me know what you think about it once you try it out. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Again, links all down below in the video description. I appreciate Intel for partnering with me on this project so that way you guys can know more about this VR app. Thanks guys for watching. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this video with your favorite social networks, and until then, stay techy.